Hello and welcome to this short video on the tips to schedule, prepare and pass the DA100 exam to earn the Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate badge. Although the learnings in this video are geared towards DA100, however, the knowledge can be used to write and pass any other Microsoft examination. So let's get started. In this video, we'll be doing a short introduction into DA100 exam. As a whole, we'll be talking about how to schedule the exam, how to prepare, and then we'll be talking about the exam proper. So, what are the benefits of taking any certification course, especially DA100? Number one is because it helps you validate your skills. Taking this exam gives you the confidence that you have the industry knowledge to practice whatever skills you have. It promises higher growth, it brings recognition in the industry, it enhances your employability because you have an edge over all other candidates that don't have that certification, and then it gives you that competitive edge. And Microsoft certification examination have proven to be one of the most recognized in the industry. So overview. The DA100 exam or the Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate badge or the certification is a newly introduced examination or certification by Microsoft. Microsoft shifted from a tool or tool-specific or tool-based examination to role-based examinations. So therefore, while you need to write previous examinations about mastering Power BI, for instance, or mastering Excel, right now you are taking certifications that are focused towards a particular skills or roles, which explains why you would rather be certified as a data analyst than as a Power BI user. I hope that is understood. Also, by taking the DA100 exam, you are qualified to earn the Data Analyst Associate badge, which means that you only need to take one examination, unlike other certifications where you need to take 3, 4, or 5 examinations to earn a certificate, just like the Azure or the Dynamics 365 exam. Also, this certificate is valid for 2 years. Now, let's talk about how to schedule the examination itself. Okay, this is the landing page for the examination. First off, the page discusses about what the examination is about and who is required to take the examination. So it talks about the job role, which is a data analyst, the required exam for you to pass, and like I said earlier, you only need to pass one examination to earn the certification. Then the page for that goes to show the skills that are measured in this certification. We'll discuss this later in the video. Remember to always download the certification skills outline before taking any examination. It helps you know what skills are measured in that examination and how to better prepare for it. We'll talk about this when we're talking about preparation. Now, scheduling the exam itself. The examination is available in different languages: English, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and a host of other languages. And like I said, the exam measures the ability to accomplish the following technical tasks, which is to prepare the data, to model the data, to visualize the data, to analyze the data, and deploy and maintain variables, right? And there are 2 ways to schedule for this examination. You can either schedule via Person VUE, which is for non-students interested in technology. And the price to check for this examination varies by countries. For United States, is $165. It could be different in your own country. Now, what Microsoft has now done is that due to the impact of COVID-19, on businesses or on individuals generally that may want to take this certification but do not have the necessary resources to go ahead with the examination. So Microsoft scheduled the examination, or Microsoft introduced the examination at a discounted fee of $15. However, you have to fulfill some criteria before you can qualify for the exam. So this page says that the USD 15 certification exam is a special limited offer. Microsoft is providing this discounted certification exam to select qualifying individuals who have had their livelihood disrupted due to COVID-19 crisis. The certification exam, which are a part of this offer, are provided by online administration only. Microsoft retains the right to rescind or revoke this offer at any time and without notice. I hereby declare that I meet the eligibility requirements for this offer as follows. So you have to certify that you have been economically displaced, laid off, or furloughed due to the COVID-19 crisis, and you have access to the required technology necessary to avail this offer. So if you meet the criteria to schedule for USD 15, then you can go ahead to click and agree. I agree. Otherwise, you schedule via Pearson VUE. After scheduling the examination through any of the paths that Microsoft has laid down, the next page is where you get to enter your personal details about your job title, your name, your address, and any other information that is required. After that, you'll be meant to complete a profile that lists why you are taking the examination. Next, you have an option to schedule where you want to take on how you want to take your examination. If you want to take at a local tech center, or you want to take it at your home office, or you have a private access code. Usually, the two most frequently used options are at a local test center and at online from home office. Both of them have their peculiarities, which we're going to discuss. It is advisable to take the examination at a local test center if this is your first time of writing any Microsoft exam, because the test centers provide you a lot of flexibility. By taking the exam at a local test center, you only be required to follow the instructions that have been laid down by the exam administrators at the test centers for you to pass your examination. So you will need to provide a means of a proof of identification, and then follow some set of instructions to write your exam at the test center. In scheduling your exam online from the home or from the office, there are a number of requirements you need to personally satisfy. First on that list is internet. You need to have a very strong internet connection for you to take this exam, because if your internet fails during the examination or you lose connection, that could be the end of the examination. Also, you need to have an environment that is free from distractions. So either this place you're writing your exam is a room in your house where you will not have any interference from your family, or at the office where there will be no interference at all. Before the exam starts, you will be required to scan your entire environment under your desk, your body, and every other place or thing that the proctor has advised or will advise you to scan. This is to ensure that you do not have any foreign materials around you that could affect you during the examination. You also have to do away with writing materials, your phones, and you have to show clearly to the proctor that you are not wearing any wires or you don't have any smart devices around you that can affect your examination. So we'll talk about preparing for the examination. I have always been of the strongest opinion that one of the best materials to prepare for this examination or any other Microsoft examination is the learning path provided by Microsoft. This is because every module that is covered here satisfy one or more criteria and covers the scope that are needed or that are requested in the examination. Microsoft has carefully prepared this learning part to cover the scope of the examination itself. And if you check the learning model or the skills outline in the examination, you will see that the scope of the examination is covered extensively in the learning path. So if we're talking about the first session, which is to prepare the data, which is 20 to 25% of the entire examination, we're talking about how to get data from different sources, how to profile your data, how to clean and transform your data. All of these are covered extensively in the learning model. And if you go to how to model your data, which is 25 to 30% of the examination, the design, how to design a data model, how to develop a data model, how to create measures using DAX, and how to optimize your model performance, all of these are covered extensively in the learning path. So my advice is you go through the skills measured carefully, identify areas that you're not strong on, and then you use the learning path to complete that. The tips to prepare for this examination are to follow the certification outline, to complete the learning path. You can also follow resources that are available online. This could be courses or videos or other materials. I'll drop a link to some of the courses I recommended below. Also, you have to practice a lot. If you are comfortable with using Power BI and Excel, passing this examination shouldn't be a tough nut to crack. Lastly, avoid using dumps. By using dumps to practice for your examination, you could be violating some of Microsoft examination policy, and this could affect you adversely. Now let's talk about the exam proper. The exam itself lasts for 180 minutes, and then you have to obtain a pass mark of 700 over 1,000 for you to pass the examination. Due to Microsoft non-disclosure agreement, we might not be able to discuss the exact content of the examination as regards the type of questions to expect and how to address them. However, if you have followed this video from the start, you will know that if you're comfortable with using Power BI and you follow the learning path, passing the examination shouldn't be so difficult. That said, I want to talk about the distinction or the differences with scheduling your exam via a test center and via online. At the test center, of course, you have to arrive early and then you have to go with identification. These two are very important if you're going to the test center. Also, you won't be needing any writing materials, so you can as well just drop them at home. But if you're scheduling your exam online, you have to test your internet connection before the exam. You have to provide identification at the point of scanning, and then you have to scan your environment and ensure that your environment is free from distraction. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please like, comment and share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.